You applied to an MBA program last year and, alas, you did not get in. It happens. But now you're thinking about reapplying. Is it worth it? Do MBA programs consider reapplicants? Yes. In fact, many MBA programs appreciate the applicant's interest and effort to reapply. To put a fine point on this, we've worked with many successful reapplicants. They don't just have the reapplicant process to torment you a second time. Reapplicants, get in. Do you just submit the same application the second time? No. Maybe you applied in the third round last year. There's typically a benefit from resubmitting in early round one, but that's usually not enough. The key to reapplying is to show you are more qualified than you were when you originally applied. So, obvious question, what makes you more qualified when reapplying? There's no one answer here. This requires taking a step back and assessing your strengths and weaknesses. It could help to have someone who is objective and knows about MBA applications review your first application to identify any areas to enhance or areas of potential concern that you may not know about. From an academic perspective, you might have a quantitative weakness and not have shown you can handle the program's rigor. Maybe the AdCom has a concern about your professional experience and ability to add value to their program or to show a realistic foundation for your post-MBA career goals. Or maybe you're lacking leadership outside of work. Maybe you didn't show fit with your target program or might not have communicated all of your experiences and accomplishments effectively in your first application. Be honest with yourself and think strategically about areas that you can improve, of course. Once you've identified areas to focus on, you can start to enhance your qualifications to address a concern about academics or your quantitative abilities. Maybe you retake the GMAT. If you're struggling with one exam, take a diagnostic and consider if you might do better with another. Maybe you're taking the GMAT, maybe you now take the GRE or even the executive assessment if your program accepts the executive assessment. You could also maybe consider taking an additional class in a quantitative subject or a business subject to show that you can handle this type of coursework. It could be that you needed more professional experience. In that case, try to step up at work and take on new opportunities so you can build on your leadership and broaden your skill set. If your post-MBA career goals were not on the mark, do some additional research and talk to people in your network to identify career goals that make more sense for you. You want your career goals to be growth-oriented, but also realistic given the foundation you have. It might be that you were light on extracurricular leadership, and that is very important to your target programs. Every school is going to have applicants that have GPA, GMAT, and professional experience. Your extracurricular opportunities, community endeavors, are areas where you can shine. You can step up at work, but outside of your core work responsibilities, taking on community service initiatives, mentoring, or taking a leadership role at an internal committee. You can also volunteer externally at a nonprofit or at a professional association or alumni association as a board or committee member, or taking on some type of leadership activity within. Whatever you get involved in, try to build on a previous experience or interest so it doesn't just appear that you did this just for your MBA experience, that you're just trying to pad your resume. Make sure that it connects and is meaningful to you. You also want to show fit with your target programs. You may have done enough research on a target program to show why you need your MBA or why you would fit within their culture. If that's the case, do more research on the program itself. Visit the campus, attend events, and speak with students so that you can write and speak from first-hand experience. Once you have enhanced your qualifications, how can you get this across in your new application? First of all, you should check the reapplicant requirements for each of your target MBA programs as they vary by school. Many programs will just require you to write an optional reapplicant essay. Certainly, if you have the opportunity, opt in, take advantage of it, and write that essay. In this essay, you'll have the opportunity to highlight specifically how you are more qualified and how you have grown in the last year. You can highlight any promotions, new professional accomplishments that demonstrate leadership, and/or new skills and experiences. You also want to share any new extracurricular leadership examples and any new community activities you took on. Align other points you identified to enhance your overall application. If you retook an entrance exam, note your increased scores. If you took an additional class, note your A, hopefully, as well. If you refined your post-MBA career goals, you can concisely state them and how these make more sense for you, how you've reconsidered and grown as an individual to have more thoughtful goals. It's also nice to end the essay showing how interested you are in the target program, noting new research you've done and additional reasons why it is the right program for you. You also might have the opportunity to submit a new recommendation or two at these programs. If you have a previous supervisor or someone you've worked closely with who would highly recommend you, this is another opportunity to leverage. If you ask someone new or your previous recommender, think about the key strengths you want them to get across. Any concerns for your previous application? Well, let's mitigate those. And overall, let's ensure that they provided strong, concrete examples to determine who you are and what you have achieved. Okay, we've looked at a variety of ways that you can improve your candidacy the second time round. If I were to say the biggest weakness that applicants have, it would be they didn't quite nail their fit with their target program. So go back, do your homework, and check out this video on how to research your target programs and ensure that you fit. Best of luck with your reapplication.